It was with that unwelcome record hanging like a millstone round their necks that the team faced West Ham United and earned their first win of the season.
Everton showing the early ascendancy in this game, Watson having that header cleared off the line, and West Ham's defence certainly under the cosh in these early minutes. It was a good header from the Everton captain, but it was Mike Marsh perfectly positioned down by the right-hand post to get it clear for West Ham. Southall down the field, Ferguson beaten in the air by Alvin Martin. Now Stewart, Watson. He's got support in the right back berth from Jackson galloping forward now. A little bit laboured Everton in getting this ball up towards the Hammers penalty area. Now they do though. Stewart finding Parkinson and just slid as he was trying to half volley that in with his right foot. Joe Parkinson still looking for his first Everton goal, but finished just wide of McCloskau's left-hand post. But better signs, Everton getting players forward from midfield and trying to prise open this West Ham defence. They have a chance now. Into the second half. Corner flicked on by Jackson. Chance here, and Ablett scores. And Everton are on the way, possibly, to their first win of the season. Gary Ablett's second goal of the campaign. And again, that danger provided by Jackson at the near post. And as he flicked it on, Gary Ablett was brave, got in ahead of Dix, and headed past McCloskau, who stood no chance. Well, the Everton fans up for it now. The Blues lead by a goal to nil as Durant comes forward, finding Stewart. A lot of space as West Ham defenders back off him. Cross comes in, Rideout just over the top. Good effort by Paul Rideout. Hangs his head in anguish. He knows how close he was to make it 2-0. He was head and shoulders above his marker. And Paul Rideout again showing his prowess in the air. McCloskau with the goal kick, headed away by Burrows, playing against his former club, of course. And now Parkinson, not the best of passes, but West Ham struggle to get the ball clear. Maybe a chance for Everton to make it 2-0 now. Durant finding Rideout, great first touch, shoots, and in the end quite a comfortable save for Ludek McCloskau. But as you see here, Durant's ball in, a great first touch from Rideout, and a fairly useful save in the end from McCloskau, but he won't put it down as one of his best. But Everton still leading by a goal to nil, still having much the better of this game. As Jackson comes forward, loves to raid forward, does Matt Jackson. It breaks now for Barry Horn, chips the ball delicately to the far post. Ferguson nods across goal, maybe a chance here now for Durant on the volley. Rideout in a good position. Well, he scores with a header, but immediately the referee says offside against Paul Rideout. But they are really threatening a second goal here. It was Bishop who didn't clear the penalty area with his header, and it was Durant's volley which found Rideout, but he sadly was offside. But still that West Ham defence under pressure, not able to get anything going forward towards that Everton goal. The Goodison Park crowd really happy with the way their sides played, still looking for that elusive first win. West Ham struggle to get it clear again. Ferguson, single-minded, goes for goal, but can't find the shot from what ultimately turned out to be an oblique angle for the big Scot. Still currently on loan from Glasgow Rangers, but already a hero with the Goodison faithful. But he certainly had the legs on that West Ham defence, but couldn't shoot across McCloskau. It remains 1-0 for Everton. We're deep into the second half as Limpar scoots down that left-hand side. Real will-o'-the-wisp Anders Limpar, wasting more time as he heads towards that corner flag. Still finds a way out though. He's got support here now from Durant. Square to Parkinson, going to set his sights 25 yards. Good effort that from Joe Parkinson, always willing to have a shot from distance, still looking for his first goal, and brought out a decent save from Ludek McCloskau. But it finished 1-0 for Everton, and Gary Ablett and his teammates were left to celebrate a first win of the season.
The corner before, I thought I had a chance of getting in behind Julian Dix, and it flashed across the front of me, and I thought the next time I'm not going to let that happen. I'll try and get on the end of one. And Matt's got a near post flick on it and directed it, across the 6-yard box, and it's bounced, and I've got in behind Julian and just thrown myself at it really, and not really seeing it. As I've rolled over, I've seen the goalie fall into the net and unable to get hold of it. So it was nice. I think there was a few heart-stopping moments towards the end of that game, to be fair, but that was probably the bit of luck we needed to turn the season around.
And what was the feeling in the dressing room after that first victory?
Obviously, you probably could imagine there was joyous scenes everywhere. We actually got that elusive first win, but everyone's still realising that there was a lot of work still to be done to achieve safety, and especially when you look at 8 points from 13 games, and there was still lots to play for because we were firmly anchored at the bottom at the time.
Everton won their first match of the season when they beat West Ham on Tuesday, and that eased the pressure a little for Mike Walker's return to Carrow Road. He must have been pleased when Norwich hospitality extended to a narrow miss by substitute Jamie Cureton, who was making his debut. 0-0 at the end gives Everton a 3-game unbeaten run. Not brilliant, but better.